All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. So you saw my video on my impressions of the Z Flip3 5G. Love it. Can't wait to get mine. And I ordered direct from Samsung. Those links will be down below. Even if you're just shopping still, go ahead and use those links. And you can see everything that Samsung's offering. I've got the Buzz down there, the watch, the Tab, both devices. Go check them out and just surf around their site and help you make a decision, because you can actually buy T-Mobile devices and Verizon devices and AT&T devices through Samsung's website as well. But if you're a person who just doesn't ever go to Samsung's site, you go into your carrier. So the main three carriers that I'll discuss in this video obviously is T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon. So let's start with T-Mobile. That is my primary carrier, but I also have the other two carriers. Even though I ordered through Samsung directly, I wanted to talk to people who are not going to do that. They're not willing to spend all this money up front, and they want to put it on their account. Okay, well, let's talk. So T-Mobile has a great deal. If you want the Z Flip3, they'll give it to you. All you have to do is add a line, trade in a device, and it's yours free. But the catch is you have to be on their Magenta Max plan. That's where you have to be. And the links will be down below, or you can just go to tmobile.com and you can check it out. But there's stipulations to this, but it's worth it in the end, because if you wanted one of these devices and you didn't want to come out of pocket a whole bunch of money, well, here's your opportunity. So ultimately, the Z Flip 3 will be completely free. Add a line, make sure you're on the right rate plan, and trade in any device that's working. From what I can tell, trade in an eligible device. And they do have the list of devices. But they've got some pretty good trade-in deals here. The Pixel 4a, they're giving $1,000 for that device. Where's my little 4a? This little 4a, they're giving $1,000 for it, and it only costs $350. But the catch is that you're going to be signing up to stay with them for these bill credits. And folks, I'm not giving up my Pixel 4a, but in the end, if you're a person who paid $350 for the device, you've definitely gotten your money's worth. So if you wanted to switch to some of the Samsung devices, here's your opportunity to get $1,000, 3 times what you paid for a device, just to add a line and trade it in. And yeah, that's a pretty good deal, right? As far as the Z Fold3, same thing applies. They're going to give you $1,000 for some devices that I just think it's crazy how they work this out, where they're not really, some of the devices don't even cost. A device I saw on there was the Velvet. It says $700 for the Velvet. So if you're one of those people who held on to your Velvet, you might want to jump on that one, because I think that might be totally worth it for you. Because not that the Velvet's a bad phone, but $700 for the Velvet, that's a pretty good deal, folks. That's a great deal. Now let's kind of shuffle over to AT&T. AT&T is the simple, $1,000 off. Same thing like T-Mobile. $1,000 off is what they're offering for each device. Add service, add a line, trade in an eligible device, boom. But on AT&T site, they're not as upfront and in your face as T-Mobile. I had to dig a little bit, because what's an eligible device? Well, AT&T kind of wants you to go through the process, and that's fine. It's always got to be some stipulations. They're not just going to give it to you. They're going to make you work for it. But in the end, it's still the same process. $1,000 off these devices, and ultimately getting one free or getting the other one for $1,000 off. So it's up to you to decide how you want to do that. But hey, it's still a great deal when you see these things like this. And again, this video is for carrier people. This is for people who don't go to Samsung directly, who don't pay out front for their devices. And this is just how it works. This is what they want to do. And I'm talking to you. These carrier deals are, anytime there's a carrier deal and you don't plan on leaving your carrier and you want something, jump on it, folks. I'm done telling people to stop financing phones and all this other stuff. You do what you want to do with your own money and how you have your budget set. I'm just here to present the information to you. So yes, $1,000 off pretty much if you're on a carrier. That's a sweet deal. But I think Verizon might have the best deal of them all. Now, Verizon is matching everybody else with the $1,000 off. But check this out. If you switch to Verizon, they're going to give you an extra $500. So if you wanted the Z Fold 2 or Z Fold 3, $1,500 towards that device ultimately is what you're going to get. And if you get the Z Flip 3, they're just probably going to give you a Visa card or something like that. That's a fantastic deal, folks. I mean, these trade-in deals, they're taking phones that are roughly that are nowhere near what they cost. But it's not about that. It's about getting you to stay on their carriers. That's what it's about. That's why trade-in deals like the last couple of trade-in deals I did for my Nord N200, I got it for free. Traded in some old flip phone. Traded in 2 phones and got 2 Revel 5G Pluses. I traded in an old ZTE phone, and I traded in an old phone from Verizon for like 8 years ago. All the phones are free. Those are great deals. And they don't impact my bill at all because it's a zero balance. The only difference you'll see with these devices for the new Samsung devices on the trade-in with the carriers is that you're going to have those monthly credits, and then you're also going to be paying for that additional line that you add on for service. But in the end, I mean, you're ultimately, especially if it comes down to the device being full credit for you, with the Z Flip in particular, if you can get the Z Flip for free on T-Mobile, I think that's a fantastic deal. And it's just going to come down to you making a choice on how you want to plant these seeds and move around with it. So I feel like you should go for it. If you're, I mean, I used to not promote these things, but you should go for it if in fact you can't afford or don't want to spend all that extra money out of pocket up front. This is a way for you to do it. And even if you don't have any trade-ins or anything like that, or you don't have anything to trade, you still can finance it on your carrier. Or if you want to go unlocked and you're thinking about leaving your carrier at some point, or you just don't want to carry your device because of bloatware or whatever it may be, hit the links down below, and you for sure can finance it however you want. I believe Samsung has financing. They take credit cards or however you want to pay for it. I don't know. I always just pay for mine outright in full whenever I do it because I don't like creating bills, unnecessary bills too, if I don't have to create them. So in the end, folks, carrier deals can be positive. They can be good. And so I wanted to present them to you. I didn't want to just tell you about all the deals that Samsung has directly from them, because you do need to hear the truth from me, which is there are carrier deals. So carrier deals can be good sometimes, especially if you don't plan on leaving. But if you're that type of person who is not going to leave your carrier, but you still want unlocked devices, links down below. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.